Hi, I'm Sally Ashfield from Ashfield Pilates and welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my second workout video. So today I thought we'd build on what we did in the first video. There'll be some more challenging exercises, more challenging adaptations, but also some adaptations to make things a little bit simpler for you if you're a beginner or if you might be coming back from an injury or anything like that. Just be careful to work at your own pace. So let's get started. So we'll start like we did before with some nice curves over just to loosen our back up and get breathing going. So if we take a breath in, think of the rib cage expanding widthways, and then when we breathe out, think of that rib cage coming in and then pulling in the abdominals at the same time. Alright, so here we go, nice straight back, take a breath in. And start with the head, breathing out, curving over, quite gentle as at first. Breathe in and hold, and breathe out. And thinking of stacking one vertebrae on top of the other as you straighten up. And again, breathing in. And breathing out to curve over. Really feeling that stretch in the spine. Breathing in, and breathe out. And roll it up. And again, breathing in. And ease it over there. Breathing in and breathing out to come up. From here, we're just going to loosen up our shoulders a little bit and let them go. So breathe in here, let them go all the way up to the ears if necessary, and then let them just drop down. So we all take tension in our shoulders, I think. So this is a good one just to let that tension just go. One more, breathing in. And breathing out. So we're lying here in neutral spine and we're going to do our imprint and release exercise. So remember, neutral spine, it just means we have a level pelvis here. There'll be a little gap underneath the hollow of the back there. So that's not massive movement for some of us, but other people will have more movement if you've got a naturally arched back. So we're going to take a breath in, wide and full. As you breathe out, pull in the abdominals and just tilt the pelvis over the back, flattens. Breathe in and hold it there. Breathe out and release. And again, breathing in. And drawing in, feel the ribcage coming together, breathing out. Watch that the shoulders don't do that. Breathe in and breathe out and release. One more time here, breathing in and breathing out. So from there, you're just going to float one leg up to there. Breathe out and lift. So we call this the tabletop position. And then take one foot down and the other foot down there. And remember, my knee's not bending as it should quite yet. This position here, we call it tabletop because it's as if you put your legs up on a coffee table, like we all do. And then to get that correct position. Okay, so take a breath in again. Breathe out, flatten, floating one leg up and the breath in. Breathing out to lift the other leg. Breathe in, keeping your back flat, there's the challenge. And the other leg comes down, release last time, and down. So you could just do this, one leg at a time. You could do that if you wanted to, alright? And from there, if we've got both legs up, we can do alternate toe taps here. Breath out each time you tap, keeping the shoulders relaxed, down and up, and breathe out and up. Two more here. And last one. Take one foot down, take the other foot down, release it into neutral spine. So we're just going to stay in our neutral spine position and bring our knees together and just do this nice stretch here. Let the knees go over side to side, and we don't force them to the floor, they just go where they want to go. And breathe out as the knees go over to the side. Breathe in to come back, thinking of abdominals. Switched on here, neutral spine, but that hip can just come off a little way. It's just a gentle loosening exercise here. And last one here. And just rest it there. So I'm going to use some little hand weights here for our next exercise. If you haven't got any of these at home, tins of baked beans or tomatoes or anything are absolutely ideal, as long as they have got the beans or tomatoes in them, obviously. So we're just going to lie down again in neutral spine position. You could do this exercise with the flat back and lifting up to there if you want to. So all I'm going to do here is shoulder isolations, reaching up to the ceiling and drawing our shoulder blades back towards the mat. Breathe in and breathing out. And reach. So try not to bend the elbows here. It's very tempting to do that, but try and keep the elbows, not locked, but fairly straight, so that you're just working these shoulders and just getting those muscles going. So one more here. So I'm going to get us to do this one and there. And again, we're working these abdominals. Watch the rib cage here. Breathe out here. Elbows are slightly bent. Don't forget, you could do this with your feet on the floor in neutral spine. There. And 6. 2 more here, and 7. And open it out. And then we're going to just test our stability here on the opposite side. One arm, and then the opposite arm. So the object is to keep the body absolutely still here. Don't let the body roll towards the weight. So you've got to think of really anchoring your opposite side to the floor, which of course, if you're in that position, it's going to be much more challenging. Breathe out, use the breath, use the abdominals. And last one. And then one foot comes down and the other foot comes down. And let's just get rid of those for now. So moving on to some abdominal curls, we're staying in neutral spine, hands behind the head, take a breath in, lengthen the back of the neck, just like we did in the last video. Breathe in at the top, breathe out and come down. And again, lengthen and lift, breathing in, and breathe out and come down. And again, lengthen, breathe in, making sure we don't tilt the pelvis, keep that pelvis nice and level, lift, and come down. One more here. And breathe out and lift. Hold it here. We're going to pulse 1, trying to increase the flexion. 4, 5, hold. And pulling in as we come down. And again, breathe out and lift. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. And coming down. And again, breathe out and lift. Breath in. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. And pulling in. Last one here. And lengthen and lift. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. And coming down. From here, let's have a good stretch out there. Flex the feet, making sure we don't arch the back. Reach all that out. And relax. So we're going to go onto our front here and do some back extensions. And we're going to feel the shoulder blades pulling towards each other, sliding down towards the feet, lifting up, lift the rib cage off the floor and coming down. Breathe in as our shoulders pull back and towards each other. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in and hold. And breathing out to come down. And again. And lift. Breathing in. Think of the neck as an extension of your spine, so it follows the line, nice curve there. And down, 2 more here, and lift. Breathing in at the top. Breathe out, come down, 1 more, and lift. And coming down. Let's do this one again. So hands on the thighs here, and our shoulders pull towards each other. Think of reaching down towards the feet, make a nice long line, and coming down. And breathing in, and reach. Breathe in, breathe out to come down. And a lift, reach, and coming down, 2 more, reach, and down, breathing in, and reach, and down. You can do some more like that, or you can do the more difficult version here just for your last 5. Think shoulders down, and down, and breathing out to lift, in at the top, breathe out to come down, and breathing in, And out, last one. And coming down. So we're going to go on to a simple cat stretch here, and we're going to be on all fours. Really think about keeping your weight forward into the hands, and if that's painful on the wrists, you can do this on the elbows. Okay, so we're going to get into good kneeling position here, thinking of weight forward, a good square position here, and we're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, you're going to really think of tucking the hips over, think tailbone coming down to the floor, breathe out, and breathe in and hold, and breathe out to release all the way to straight back. Try not to overdo. It's quite difficult to feel where you need to be in this one, I find, and then coming back into that straight position. So it's all about initiating it from the hips. You tuck your hips under, breathing in, and extend from the hips there, keeping the weight forward. Two more, and breathing out. Breathing in, and breathe out to release. And just one more here. Breathing in, and breathing out. So going into our little roll back combination. So start with a nice straight back here, and then just curve the back and reach it forward there with the arms shoulder height, without letting that happen. So take a breath in, you're just going to go halfway back to start with as we breathe out. Breathe in and return. And tucking under. So we're really thinking of that initiation, just like in the cat stretch where you're tucking under there, and really thinking of the back curving, reach. So it's really thinking of stretching that lower back, curving through the pelvis. Keep that curve as you reach it forward. Curve even more as your arms reach forward and roll it back. One more here and roll it back. So we're going to hold this here. Let's cross our arms today. Take a breath in. All we're going to do is 4 little twists. And then 3 and 4. From here, reach it forward again. And then we can go a bit further. Or all the way, breathing in and reaching the arms up over the head, roll up nice and smoothly. Keep this going. Now, if you have trouble going all the way up, coming up is always harder. So there's a couple of things you can try. You could, as you're rolling down, hold on to some hand weights or your belly tins, and that might be just enough as we come up there to get you over like that. So sometimes that can work really well. Or trying one of these. Just place it there, cushion will do fine. So you do squash as you roll it down, so you will make sure it doesn't let your back arch. But it can help you get up again. It gives you kind of push as you come up. Alright, so there are 2 little things that you can try. If you have trouble, let's go all the way from the top again. Breathe out and breathing in. And in, keep that curve. 2 more. There. And reach it forward. And hold it here. Take a breath in. Twist, keep our shoulders down. There. And breathe out. And in. And out. And in, one more. Reach it forward, take a breath in, and go further or all the way. Breathe in here, breathe out. And roll up. And again. Breath in here. And reach. Just 2 more. And this one, it's a bit and a half actually, so we're going to finish on the floor and rest. So going into our leg stretches, so we're going to start from neutral spine, take a breath in, breathe out, flatten, float up one leg. You could do this with one leg, you could just stretch out and bring it back. So 2 legs, Take a breath in, off we go, stretching 1. And to remember, the knee I had operated on isn't stretching quite well as it should yet. Hopefully it will. Keep these leg stretches going, keep your back flat. The higher the legs go, the easier it's going to be to keep your back on the floor. More challenging is to take them close to the floor, but not at the expense of letting the back arch. Okay, so coming back to our tabletop position here. You could again do this with your feet on the floor. We're going to do some obliques here. And they're quite difficult to get it right, but think shoulder to knee. And breathe out. And in. And in. And out. And in. 2 more. Last one. And then the dreaded scissors. We're there. Little walks in the air. Your knees can be bent if necessary, but your back needs to be flat to the floor, unless you can hold neutral spine. And there. So, because you've got the weight of the leg going away from the body, scissors are quite difficult. Okay? And so make them as big as you can without losing that stability. And then just hug the knees in there for a moment. We'll go through the whole thing again 2 more times. Okay, here we go with leg stretches. You could do this with our arms here too. You could even do it with the weights. And then you could reach the arms behind the head. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then going into our obliques. And breathe out 1, and then lift up and across. And 3, 4 more. And 7 more. And then into some scissors. And 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So think of 2 scissors per 1 breath. Make them as big as you can. 3 and 4, 6. Straight back into our leg stretches. And go. 1 and 2, 3. And again, 2 stretches per 1 breath. 6, 7 and 8. Keep it going. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Into our obliques. Don't forget you could do this with the feet on the floor. 1 and centre and over. Breathing out. 4 more. Last one. Stretch it out as much as you can. And 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And aim the 8 more. 1 and then we're done. 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7. Last one. Take 1 foot down. Take the other foot down. Relax. So we're going to go into a shoulder bridge and then into some stretches, some hamstring stretches. This one I find really difficult with my knee at the moment, so forgive me if it's not quite. I'm not getting that bend I should. It's quite good for me though because it does stretch all these thigh muscles out. So take a breath in from neutral spine. As we breathe out, you're drawing in the abdominals, tilt the pelvis and roll up. So aiming for lots of articulation there. Reach the arms up to the ceiling and breathe in. And breathe out and roll the spine down one piece at a time. So the hips are the last thing to come down. Let's do it again, breathing in. So breathe out, using the glutes here. Lots of glute action. Use your hamstrings, reach it up on the breath in and breathing out to roll it down. Arms come down. And again, and be aware if you've got more weight on one foot than the other. Make sure your feet are parallel and make sure you can get that weight forward as much as you can so you're not resting on the heels. So don't let the toes come off the floor, even though that's easier. This is Pilates, so you never go through the easy option, I'm afraid. And reach, hold on to the abs, and roll it down. One more time, breathing in and pulling into roll up. And reach. And roll it down. Alright, stretching one leg out on the floor as much as you can, or you could leave bent. Bring that knee in there and just feel that stretch there. So you should feel a stretch on the opposite side there. And from there I'm going to go into a hamstring stretch. So if you can flex that foot there, keeping both hips on the floor and feel the stretch in the back of the thigh. So if you're feeling the stretch on the bent knee there, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Stretch as much as you can without forcing it. Hold it as long as you can. So it should be between 20 and 30 seconds. So here we go with the other leg here. So just pull that knee in, stretch the other leg out if you can, and just feel that nice stretch. So this is the one that feels quite nice. This one is more challenging usually for most people. So stretch it as much as you can. Hold it there for up to 30 seconds. So we're going to go into some side leg lifts now. So nice long line here, thinking of being on one hip, thinking of lifting this bit of the waist off the floor here, shoulders relaxed. Ideally we have this arm here, but you can have it there as long as you're not digging in with your fingernails. So we lengthen that top leg, lift, flex the foot, keep it parallel and down, and lifting it up, and flex and down, and lift, flex, and lift, and some more, and lift, and flex, coming down, and down, two more, lift, and flex, and down, hold on to the abdominals, lift, flex, really stretching that leg away. And we can let the foot relax here as you do your circle. So remember, trying to not let the rest of the body join in. It's just that leg rotating. And then go the other way. And on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From here then, today, we're going to lift the underneath leg up and bring them both down. Lengthen the top leg. Breathe out to lift the other leg. Lift, 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 and both come down. Breathing in, breathing out, and coming down, and lifting up, and down. So you might find that if there's a bone that's digging in there, some people are built in such a way that their hip bone digs in. By all means, you can just roll back a little bit so they're more on the muscle. We're going to go to 2 leg lift there. Or just do what we did in the first place twice and lift and bend that underneath me. So lift and down. Breathe out, lift and down. And lift and down one more. And we're going to hold it here. Hold and top leg. Lift and low. Lift and low. 3 and 4. So the underneath leg is supposed to stay nice and still. And 7. Last one. 8. Reach and come down. So on our other side here, so starting with that top leg, lift, flex and come down, lift, flex and down. Stretch the leg away from you, flex and come down, and lift, flex. And again 4 more, and lift, flex. And think of stretching that underneath leg as well. So this energy coming through both legs, and lift, flex, and down one more, and lift, flex. Ready for our little circles, lift, and circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and other way 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure the abdominals are switched on here, especially now when we do that one, and coming down, and lift. Lift and down, and lengthen and lift, and down, and lift, one more here, and lift, both legs together, and lift, and down, breathe out as they lift, breathe in to come down, and lift, and down, 2 more, and lift, down. Hold this last one, and we lift and lower, lift and lower. 3 and 4, 4 more, and lift. 6, 7, last one, and one last push and come down. So we're going to go into another rollback variation. So I'd like to start basic, which you can stick with, and then I'll show you a few more challenging things as we go with this. So starting here, take a breath in, sit it back there, and from that position there, nothing else happens. You just lift the arms and dive it forward, increasing that curve. Again, breathing in and breathe out, keeping the shoulders down, keeping the head exactly where it is. Breathe in here, press the abdominals close down. And we might shake a little bit here, which is fine. So take a breath in and breathing out. And lift. And dive it forward. And one more like this. And take it back. And lift. And dive it forward. Stick with that, or try this. Lift. Lift. One leg, maybe the other one, and then go forward. And the important thing about that, especially if you're going to lift 2 legs, is you don't want the back to go clomp like that. You want to be able to keep the pelvis tucked under and that control. Let's do some more. Take a breath in and take it back. Lift. One leg, maybe another one, and then just coming down. Add it on. Take a breath in, breath out. Lift, lift, hold that position. You could have them straight in an ideal world. Arms come there, arms lift up, and control it over. Again, breathing in, breathe out, lift, one leg. And you could do this, just holding one leg and then change legs. Lift, and then last little bit here. We're going to try and twist, good luck, and centre. Twist, center, lift, and over. One last time, breathing in, breathe out, and lift. One leg, maybe another one. And there, keep them bent if necessary. Breath in here, abdominals, twist, and center, and twist, and center, lift, and rest it over. So we're going to go into the plank exercise that we did in the first video, where we hold a plank position and then we're going to lift the hips to a triangle position and then go back into a plank. So each position, hopefully we can hold for 10 seconds. You could do this with the knees on the floor, or indeed the knees bent, which one of mine will be a little bit anyway. So here we go. So good strong plank position there. Hold it for 10. 1, keep the weight forward. Breathe. 3, 4, 5. Abdominals pulled in. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Diving forward. 1, 2, 3. Shoulders down. 5. Weight forward. 7, 8, 9, 10. And lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put one knee down. And try not to collapse too much on the floor. Okay, and that exercise can be, you find myself slipping there. So by all means, put trainers on to do that if necessary. So we're going to finish today with a standing roll down. So we're just going to keep the weight forward into the balls of the feet, take a breath in, and then just start with the head and roll it down. Let the arms just hang, let the head hang, bend the knees if you need to. I have to at the moment because I'm not gammy knee, and then rolling up and there. And this should feel really nice on the back. Curve it down, relax the shoulders, breathe out. It's all about the back. Breathing in at the bottom and keeping the weight forward as you roll up and stacking. One goes around top of the breath in and breathing out. Keeping your hips square, make sure you've got even weight on both feet. Breathing in and breathe out, roll up. Last one here, and ease it down. And come in, up. And just to finish, testing out our balance and just take the arms up a little way. You can take it all the way up if you want to with the arms. And it's just that mine will get into keeping shots if I do that. So lift, send the heels back down to the floor. And floating up there. And down one more and hold it. And we lift. And then we're going to bring the arms down. Bring the heels down. Bend the knees. And finish. So that's the end of our workout for today. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, press the like button and press the subscribe button. I'd be very grateful. And looking forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye.